So for today's video, I am doing a recreation or kind of like following along of Halsey's makeup and skincare routine. So she did a makeup and skincare routine over on Vogue's YouTube channel. I will have it listed down below so you guys can watch it. But she recreated her makeup look for her album cover, Manic, which is the album that just came out. And I've really been liking her album, by the way, so it's super cool. But I thought it would be really fun to kind of follow along and do my makeup like she does her makeup, even though I'm not going to be using the same products and stuff like that. Some of these products I've never even heard of. I'm sure they are pricey, but she does use affordable makeup as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, be sure to... Alright, so the first thing that she does, which I think pretty much everybody should do, at least splashing some water on your face or something to help wake you up. She cleanses her face with a gentle cleanser. So today I use the Clean Biotic by Dr. Brandt. This is a really nice gentle cleanser. It's like a good everyday morning cleanser. And this is pH Balance Yogurt Cleanser with Chlorophyll. So I believe it's supposed to help kind of balance the skin. I'm not sure if it has like any acne benefits or anything. It says it's for all skin types. So this is really nice. My face is a little dry, but my face is always dry, so I don't think it's from the cleanser, but I have been using that and I've been liking it. So next up, she goes in with a toner. And this is almost kind of like a favorites video because you're seeing some of my everyday favorite products. She goes in with a nice soothing moisturizing toner, and I got the Elemis Soothing Apricot Toner. I believe I got this in FabFitFun, and as you can tell, I absolutely love it. Elemis is a really nice brand, and I absolutely love their products. So I'm going to go ahead and put some toner on my face. I really like the way this toner is a spray as well, so it's super easy. I just take a nice little makeup cotton pad, spray some on there, and then just kind of put it all over my face. It's really nice. I do this even if I don't cleanse my skin in the morning. I know, sometimes I'm just too lazy, but you know, we can't all be perfect. I really like toners. So I'll just lightly put that all over my face. And then this is an extra step that I do. She doesn't do this in the video, but it's personal to my skincare because since I do have acne prone skin, I do go to the dermatologist. So I'm using the Dapsone gel. You have to get this from a dermatologist. This is just a really nice acne control gel for my oily skin, and you just take a little bit like that. That actually may be too much, but that's alright. And then I mainly just kind of focus it in my acne prone areas. But this also does have skincare benefits in it. I mean, obviously skincare product, but I mean like it helps soothe and reduce fine lines and helps your skin look nice and youthful. I cannot talk. And it helps regenerate the cells faster, so your skin is kind of looking brighter instead of like waking up and looking dull and dead and you know, all that jazz. So I really like that. So next up, Halsey goes in with a serum, a hyaluronic serum, and I agree. Like, I am just like her. I love a good hyaluronic acid serum. I think it's great for anybody. So I'm using the L'Oreal Revitalift 1.5% pure hyaluronic acid. You guys, there are so many good hyaluronic acids. This is a really good one. As you can tell, it's almost completely empty, and this has the texture and feel of water. It's literally like putting water in your hand and putting it on your face. But it makes your skin feel so soft. So I just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of like run it along my middle finger like that. And then I just put it all over my face. I really love this product. I use this morning and night as well. It feels so good. And I do put it near and on my eyes. It doesn't burn the eyes or anything. And I think this would be really good for people with sensitive skin as well. I try to put it on my neck. Kind of like chokehold myself. But yeah, I really like that hyaluronic serum. There's so many good ones, but I've been using this one up, and I would definitely repurchase this. Alright, next up she goes in with a moisturizer, and she says she puts moisturizer on like 3 times a day. My skin could never, oh my goodness. Plus I wear makeup, so I wouldn't be able to do that anyway. But she uses a nice moisturizing serum, or lotion, no, moisturizer, there we go. So I'm using the Clinique Moisture Surge. I cannot talk. I'm using the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto-replenishing hydrator. This is a really, really good moisturizer. When I first tried it, I didn't like it because I thought it was making my skin too oily. But I kept using it, and then once my skin got nice and moisturized, I just became obsessed with it. I really, really like it. It's a nice gel moisturizer, and I'm almost out of it, which is really, really sad, and it makes your skin so unbelievably soft, you guys. Like, it's a really, really nice moisturizer, and it is really hydrating. So if you have super, super oily skin that's not dry, then maybe don't purchase this because it may be too moisturizing. But if you have oily combination skin like me, but your skin is dry, this is really, really nice, and I think if you have dry skin, you would really like this as well. It's a really, really nice moisturizer. I usually put this on my chest as well, but I'm going to skip that for right now. So good. Look how glowy it makes your skin. This makes your skin super, super pretty and glowy. Really love it. Highly recommend. Alright, so this is the part of the video where I need to watch her video and see what's going on. Okay, so she doesn't use an eye cream, and technically I don't usually use a day eye cream, which I should. Sometimes I do, I feel like if I'm in the mood, but most of the time I don't, which is really bad, which is probably why my makeup looks cakey underneath my eyes sometimes. So for this video, I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream and put a little bit of that on. I think the reason why I don't do eye cream a lot is because, as you could tell when I was putting on my moisturizer and my serums, I always put it underneath my eyes. So I feel like my eyes are pretty much moisturized from doing that. So sometimes I just honestly forget about eye cream, and I know I'm putting on eye cream wrong, but I'm patting it in, so don't come for me. But yeah, eye cream is really, really good. I try to put an eye cream on every single night though, like a nice thick nighttime eye cream. Alright, so I don't think I preferenced in the beginning. I'm not recreating the makeup look that she's doing. I'm just recreating how she does, like how she would do her everyday makeup. So I'm not going to do like the blue manic eye look. I think that was probably kind of confusing. So I just wanted to let you guys know I'm not doing the blue makeup look. I'm just kind of recreating how she does her everyday stage makeup look, I guess, if you will. So next up she goes in with a really nice moisturizing lip mask or lip balm. She uses the Laneige one, but I got the Copari Lip Glossy. This is really, really nice, you guys. It's a little bit pricey. This little booger is $13, but it's super moisturizing, super nice. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on, like so. So nice. I love it. So next up she goes in with a primer. She says this is like one of her most important beauty steps because she touches her face so much, and I can totally relate. She says she's always like, oh my god, like no way. I'm like, oh, that's me. Like I'm always touching my face. Like I don't know why. It's just like a bad habit that I have. Halsey was using the Marc Jacobs Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer, and this is supposed to be skin smoothing, and it's supposed to really nourish and hydrate the complexion. So I don't have that. I used to have it, but I used it all. So I'm going to use a similar primer. It doesn't have coconut in it, but it looks just like it, and it kind of does kind of the same smoothing, hydrating, you know, all the good stuff. So this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This is technically a primer and a moisturizer, but that is okay. So we're just kind of doing the same similar stuff here. So what she does is she puts it on the back of her hand. It looks just like the Marc Jacobs one. And she uses a brush to apply her primer, so that is what I'm going to do. I have never done this before, but I find this really, really unique. And I know some people do this, I feel like it definitely goes a really long way doing this too. And I do think it is kind of smart to do it this way because you know all the germs and stuff that can be on your hand and all that stuff. So this is like a really nice way of putting on primer, plus the brush on your face just feels so good. Alright, so primer is on. Alright, so next up is liquid highlighter. Halsey says she uses like 6 different highlights. That's a lot. So she loves to glow. She said people can see her highlighter from way up in these stands when she's on stage singing, and I'm like, holy crap. So first she goes in with a liquid highlighter and apply it like normal. So I'm using the Marc Jacobs Dew Drops, and this is like a nice gold color. So I'm just going to put some on my finger and blend it out with a beauty blender. And I have never done this before. So she says she uses like 6 highlighters. She uses 2 liquids and like 2 powder highlights, and I have no idea what else. So I think that's kind of funny. It does give like a really nice natural glow. I hope this doesn't break me out putting all this product on my face. Oh, we got some clumpage. There we go. I'm just going to also just pat that in on the entire face because I've seen her doing that. She likes to be nice and glowy because I do believe she has drier skin. Step is a eye concealer. So I actually do use the same concealer as Halsey, or I have the same concealer. She has the black one, which is the regular one. I got the illuminating one. I really, really like the illuminating one. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. These concealers are so nice. They have a ton of coverage. They're super, super creamy. And it's best if you warm it up in between your fingers first and then apply it. And she did use her beauty blender to apply this, but I personally just like doing it with my fingers. But I will do it with the beauty blender as well, just because it is a little bit faster. And I actually do like putting concealer on first before foundation. I think it just looks better rather than putting concealer over foundation. That's actually how I usually do it. Unless I do want like a nice brightening effect under the eyes, then I will put it over foundation. But if I'm looking for coverage, under foundation is the way to go. 100%. Next up is eyebrows, and this is the exact palette that Halsey uses. She uses the e.l.f. one because the wax is kind of shiny, and she pointed something out that I've never noticed before. Your eyebrow hairs actually have a little bit of shine to them, so this actually makes them look a little more natural. I've never noticed that before. I would say they are a little bit shinier than maybe your hairs, unless you just have like really shiny hair, but that's not me. So but yeah, they do have like a coarser, shinier, I was about to say something weird. I was about to say almost like horsehair, but that sounds weird. So yeah, your eyebrow hairs are a little bit shinier, so I thought that was really, really interesting. So she does do her eyebrows before she does foundations, which I never do because my eyebrows are so small. And I usually, you know, go around my whole eye area and stuff with foundation, so I always do my eyebrows afterwards. So hopefully everything will go well. So let's go ahead and do the brows. Just going to brush them out. And I typically never use pomade, so hopefully this goes okay. This could go terrible. Alright, so it's not looking bad. It's definitely a shinier texture. It doesn't look bad. It actually looks really good. The only thing I'm not liking is the fact that it's a pomade. It just takes forever to fill them in, and I feel like I don't get a good fill-in unless I just keep going and reapplying and reapplying. And it can be kind of a little bit harder to shape them as well with a brush instead of a pencil. Good, the color match is perfect, but definitely not my cup of tea. I think brow pomades work really, really good with people who have eyebrows like Ariana Grande, who has some more like straight brows. I don't know, But I'm also terrible at eyebrows, so that could just definitely be me. It's more likely 100% me, so just ignore everything I said. Alright, so I'm not going to lie, I'm not really liking my brows too much. I did go in with my ColourPop pencil a little bit to try and shape them just a little bit. It's not bad for $2. I definitely will use it because I do like the texture that it gives, and it does give it like that little bit of stiffness to where it'll stay throughout the day. It's just a little hard to fill in and shape my brows with. We are moving on to foundation. She uses the Beauty Blender foundation, which I have never tried before. So obviously I don't have that. So I'm just going to go in with the foundation that I've been using. This is the CC Oil Free Matte Poreless Finish Full Coverage Cream by IT Cosmetics. What a name. Really been liking this, but I am going to apply it how I usually do not. I usually use a brush no matter the foundation, but since this is Halsey's makeup tutorial and doing makeup like Halsey, we are going to use the Beauty Blender, which I'm sure most of you use anyway. So I'm just going to dot this on my face and then we will start the blending. The only reason why I personally don't like beauty blenders is because I like a nice medium to full coverage, and every time I use a beauty blender I never get that. Beauty blenders tend to shear out foundations and I don't want a medium full coverage foundation sheared out, so I never use a beauty blender. But I do use a beauty blender for other products. So I'm just going to carefully try and go around the eyebrows, which I'm not used to doing. This foundation blends kind of weird with a beauty blender, not gonna lie. I think it's because I'm just so used to it blending out so quickly with a brush. It's kind of funny. Plus it is a little bit thicker of a foundation too, so it's gonna take a little longer to blend out. I think I'm doing a pretty good job going around the eyebrows, if I do say so myself. So this foundation actually looks really, really good with a beauty blender. It didn't shear it out too much, just a little bit, but not too bad. Although I did put a little bit more than I normally would because I knew it would shear out a little bit. But yeah, it's looking really, really good. Okay, so unless I missed it, I believe she did not set her foundation, but I always have to set my foundation because I have oily skin, and plus I just don't like the tackiness of most foundations. So I'm definitely going to do that, and I'm going to do my little trick, little setting powder trick that I showed in my drugstore video, I believe it was. It's not really a trick. I'm sure other people do this as well, but if you have not seen that video, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about, so you should go watch it. But that's what I'm doing. I have that TikTok song stuck in my head. I don't know what it's called, but it goes dun dun dun, no I know. Não vai não. Agora que esse som tá ficando bom, não vai não. It is, oh my god, it's like stuck in my head and I have no idea what it's called. And I'm just like thinking of the dance. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that, but it's really cute because it's kind of like an older trend, but the song is still like trending. And but speaking of TikTok, I do have a TikTok. I have a lot of fun over there, so if you would like to follow me, that would be awesome. You can follow me at Miss Kimberly Brooke. It's a lot of fun. I was literally up till 3 o'clock this morning watching TikToks. A little ridiculous, but you know, I had nothing better else to do, so. Alright, next up she applied contour. I actually don't really use contour, so I'm just going to kind of skip that step a little bit. Actually, I will do it because Halsey did it in this video. So I'm just going to take this brush right here. It's kind of like an angled contour brush. I'm just going to use this Tarte Sculpt Tarte Sculpt So I'm just going to use this Sculpt Contour bronzer shade in the Tarte Pro palette, and I'm just going to do that just a little bit because I don't really contour. I just kind of like bronze contour. And this is warmer, and she says she likes I believe she uses the Dior one, which I think probably would look better than a warm one. So I just did a little bit. I hope you guys can see that. I could definitely see it in person. But that's what that looks like. It's actually really nice. And then I'm going to go in with bronzer like she did. And I'm just going to use the Too Faced Mr. Right brush. And this is when I kind of just sweep away the powder as well. That is my little setting powder trick. It's kind of like a 2-in-1. And it just makes your like bronzer and face literally look so flawless. It's so pretty, and it's just kind of like a quick, easy makeup hack that I found. I didn't see anybody doing this. I kind of just did it because I was being lazy one day, and I was like, damn, that actually looks really good. It's kind of like the perfect amount of time for the setting powder to sit on the skin, and then it just creates that nice little contour line that everybody likes, and it just makes the skin look so smooth and soft. So I've really been loving it. I've really been loving that little hack trick thingy. Okay, so I'm just going to create a little fast eye look, and I'm going to use the Zodiac palette, and I'm just going to use probably like this blue, and I'll put on screen what colors I end up using. She really technically didn't do an eyeshadow look. She was doing her black eye for the album cover. Okay, so low-key this color would be perfect for a black eye. It is a lot darker on the eye than in the pan, and it will definitely contribute to your dark circles, so be careful. I've never used this shade before, but I'm really not into this shade. I don't think it looks good. It's actually really patchy too. I think I'm gonna have to take this off. This is horrible. It's like blending away in the middle right here, and it's really starting to look like a bruise. I mean, it matches the makeup tutorial, you know, that Halsey was going for the black eye, but this is not looking pretty. It's just, I don't know if I can make this work or not. I kind of just want to take it off and just not do an eye look. I'm kind of really regretting trying to use this blue shade. So as you can tell, I had to take that off. That was absolutely looking horrible. I was trying to save it with the shade What's the Tea in the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson palette, and it did look a lot better, but I don't think anything could have saved that. So we're gonna try again. I'm gonna go into the shade The Libra, put that in the crease. Like, no offense to Colourpop or Kathleen, but that shade did not work very well for the crease. It just like, I don't know, it wasn't blending right. I think it definitely needed a transition shade underneath it. So here's the eye look that I came up with. I don't think it looks bad. It's definitely a lot better than what was going on earlier. But the colors that I used were the Libra right here, and then I used the Sagittarius, which again, another shade that did not want to blend, just like kept sticking, and I was like, oh Lord, not again. But I made it work, and it is a really pretty color. I don't know what is up with the colors in the palette, but I was having a lot of trouble with them today. And then for the blue shade, I used the shade in Flamingo, which is funny because it's not pink, it's blue. And then since Halsey loves glitter and she did glitter, I used the Marc Jacobs Starlit Diamond Powder in 01, I believe. And it's gold sparkles. And that's where all the gold is coming from that you see on the eyes. So I think that kind of made the look. I think it looks really, really pretty. Next up, I'm going to use the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. I believe she used a Dior one, but I really, really love this mascara. Plus it smells really good. It has like a nice scent to it. So since I did use glitter, I do have glitter literally all over my face, which is great. But that's okay because I love glitter, so it'll be alright. Okay, so I'm going to hurry up and finish this video because my camera is dying. So Halsey does her makeup like all over the place. Like she'll go to eyes and face and back to lip and then lips and then back to eyes and then back to face. So it's kind of like a whole random order and it's hard to keep up with. So next we're going on to lips, and she just uses a creamy lipstick. She also uses a lip liner, but is going to skip that. And she uses the Milani Teddy Bear. I'm just going to use the Clinique Nude Pop. And this is really, really nice and creamy and a really natural everyday color. Alright, so next up she goes back to lashes, and she did put on some fake lashes, but I'm going to skip that step because I don't feel like dealing with that, and plus I'd just be taking them right back off. So I just doubled up on some mascara. Since I do have naturally long lashes anyway, I feel like if I put enough mascara on, they look like fake lashes, so I hope you guys don't mind that I'm not using fake lashes. So next up is highlighter. This is the last step, and she actually didn't put any more on her cheeks, at least not that I've seen. So I'm just going to take the Cookie highlighter, and she used, I believe, Smack Soft and Gentle. She put it on her nose, on the bridge of the nose, and she also put it on the sides of the nose, which I thought was really interesting. It's really, really unique. And that is how Halsey does her makeup. Now normally I would definitely put some more highlighter on my cheeks. She said she uses like a lot of highlighter, so I was very surprised that she didn't, not unless she just forgot. But I think this makeup looks so pretty. I really, really enjoyed doing my makeup like Halsey, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. She is so like all over the place, and I know a lot of people are like that. I tend to not be like that. Like I have like a set way to do my makeup. Let me know if you guys do your makeup randomly, or if you have like a set way that you do your makeup. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful, and I will see you guys in my next one.